Over the years, our marriage has changed. Not because we worked harder or studied more, not because we were even more worthy, but things changed because we started to admit our flaws. We started to realize our own imperfections and just got very, very honest about all of the countless ways that we were simply wrong and incorrect. And things were never the same once we began to truly offer ourselves back to the one that brought us together in the first place, and that is the Lord. At the end of Mass one Sunday, a married couple went up to the podium and they announced that there was a marriage retreat coming up, and they invited everybody in the audience to join. They asked everybody, raise your hand if you have a strong marriage. And so a lot of hands go up. A lot of couples are, sharing that they have a strong marriage. We raised our hands as well. And they say, put your hands down, put your hands down. Now also raise your hands if you have a weak marriage. And so Khris and I put our hands up, and then we look around and nobody else is putting their hands up. It's a little bit awkward, but we were just being honest, and we're just being truthful. We had planned to go to the retreat, but we weren't able to. Khris was dealing with a lot of allergies at that time, and if we were to force it, it would have meant showing up pretty distracted, and it would have been an ineffective way to participate and attend. But in the days that followed, two things happened that I felt like still gave me the benefits and realizations had I gone to the retreat with Khris, and I wanted to share what those things were. The first thing was, one night Khris mentions that she was doing some writing. And so I invited her to share it with me. And as I'm listening, what she wrote wasn't just personal reflection, but it was also talking about responding to the callings of the Lord. And as she's reading it to me, I'm sitting there and I'm having this moment. I'm realizing how humbling it is and what a blessing it is to be walking through this life with somebody who glorifies the Lord and somebody who honors God in a way that I really resonate with. And so that's one. A few days later, as I'm cleaning out the garage and I'm kind of going through bins, I come across something that I hadn't seen in a long time. And it was our 10-year wedding certificate that was given to us by our church. Holding it didn't just remind me of our wedding, but it also reminded me of this slow and gradual unfolding, this history of our faith. Not just hers, not just mine, but actually the path of spiritual formation that we have been on together as a family, including our two sons. And so standing there in the garage, I realized something that I believe is worth articulating, which is things didn't change because we solved our problems or because we had things figured out, but things started to really change when we started to just give our lives to the Lord together. Now, I'm not saying that this walk of faith has made us perfect. We're far, far from it, but it has given us a steady foundation, a place to work off of, and something to return to when we're tired, when we're lost, when we're afraid. And so I think about that retreat. I think about the couples who went. I think about all couples in general, all marriages and relationships. And I'm wondering if people just experience the same thing. I wonder, who do they turn to form their own relationships, and how do they strengthen over time? So anyways, the thing is, for us, the most important thing has been our faith journey. It really has changed our lives. And I wanted to highlight how much faith has played such a critical role in forming us as a couple. And somewhere along the way, it wasn't just our marriage that changed, but our lives changed, and our lives continue to change the more that we offer and surrender ourselves to the will of God. And so I look forward to how the Lord will direct us in the future. I look forward to seeing what is next. And as I venture off into this week, I feel this sense of humility, a way of being indescribably grateful, for all that He has done and all that He has given to us. It is such a gift. The Lord knows that I'm undeserving, but if it be your will. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for checking this out. You continue to have my blessings, prayers, and thoughts, that you have peace in your spirit. All right. So anyways, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. God bless you. I'll catch you soon. Easy.